I don't like being exaggerative on important topics, so I really mean it when I say that this has got to be one of the dumbest, most short-sighted things that our government has ever done. And I'm going to try to leave all the politics out of it and just stick to the facts of the situation. So, the facts. Glyphosate is poison. We spray it on our crops to kill the bugs that are eating our crops and prevent crop damage from pests. But that poison, I'm going to call it that because that's what it is, seeps into the food. Then we eat it. It goes into us. You go get your blood drawn at the doctor's office, and they can test it and find out and actually measure it. There is measurable levels of poison in our blood because they are poisoning our food in order to prevent loss of crops from pests, right? So either, let's say you plant 100% of your wheat and you lose 25% of it to pests, and now you've only got 75%, or you can pay a tiny little bit extra to save all of that from pests, and now you make a bunch more money, except none of it is edible now, technically edible. It will keep you alive in the meantime, but it's gonna wear on your body and poison you and slowly kill you. Is like this is zero exaggeration whatsoever. This is literally it is a poison. Like there's no other way around it. And so it is measurable in the blood. We know that it is bad for us because it's poison. Like that's why we've defined it as a poison because it kills things. like, and so spraying it on your crops, excuse the language, is fucking retarded. Like, what the fuck are we doing? We are literally poisoning each other. Anyways, I'll move on. So, the other facts. You see all these advertisements on TV about, like, did you develop cancer after being exposed to Roundup? That's because Roundup is glyphosate. That's just the, like, brand name of it. And we know that it kills people. It causes cancer. It causes all kinds of horrible things. And so these ads are available for, like, if you have negative health effects from a glyphosate or a Roundup, same thing, exposure, then you may be entitled for compensation. How does that work? Because they sued the company that makes Roundup, that makes glyphosate, and they got a bunch of money from that company, and now they can give that money out to the people that have been harmed by that product. Fantastic. It's a, it's not a solution, but it's a great start. And the more you do these lawsuits, the more it pressures that company to stop making that product. And so finally, after I think it's been like 7 or 8 years of successful lawsuits, Bayer, Bayer, the company that makes 40% of the world's glyphosate supply, was going to stop making it entirely. This was a massive, massive win. This literal poison that is being spread on our food, they were just going to stop making it. And then, yes, a lot of farmers would have a short-term economic impact, as in they're going to get more crop damage and they're going to have a lower profit margin. But essentially they would be returning to how it should have been the whole time, as opposed to artificially inflating their profit margins by literally poisoning the food. So, the thing that I'm upset about, the dumb, short-sighted thing that I mentioned at the start of the video, is that now Trump has basically told Bayer that they cannot stop making glyphosate. They have to keep making it. They're not allowed to stop making that product, because if they stop making it, then the farmers will start buying it from other countries and sending all that money to other countries. And supposedly this is a national security risk, that all that money and profits is going to be elsewhere, when a better option would be just stop poisoning the food. Duh. And I think it's extremely reasonable to say that it is far more of a national security risk to be poisoning your population. Like, okay, so there will be a short-term economic impact, as in, yes, some farmers will start buying it from other sources, but ultimately we need them to just simply stop buying it entirely because they're poisoning the food. Like, how is this even a conversation? Like, how, like, what? Just stop poisoning the food. And I know what you're saying. This is all great to know about, but what do we actually do about it? Okay, there's actually several things we can do. First thing, if you can afford it, stop buying poisoned food. An absolutely insane sentence. The fact that our world is so messed up that like most people genuinely can't afford non-poisoned food um, is really sad, but it's true. So if you can afford it, you've got like conventional food, and then you've got organic, or as I prefer to call it, poisoned and normal food. So if you can afford it, buy organic, buy local, buy from little small farms that don't use any pesticides. I know I'm slightly biased that I work on one of those types of farms, but like it should be pretty obvious why I work on one of those farms. Or do some gardening, even if it's like a couple containers on the back patio of your apartment or in a window. Do something, do a little bit of gardening. Go find a family member who has a yard, who's tired of wasting gas mowing, and be like, hey, here, how about this? It would cost about $500 to reseed your whole lawn. So how about this? I give you $500 as a down payment, and in exchange, you let me tear up your yard and turn it into a garden and do whatever I want with it. And eventually, if you ever change your mind, you go ahead and use that $500, turn it back into yard, and we're good. Now you have a place to grow your own food. Now you can stop eating poisoned food because you can grow your own. What else can you do about this? Just, all the general financial advices of like stop buying cheap plastic toys and junk and $12 lattes and that sort of stuff. Trying to find a better living situation, cheaper rent, roommates. Try to develop some sort of professional skills so you can earn more, so you can afford non-poisoned food. Um, is Yeah, it sounds insane to say, but like that is just simply the reality of the situation. Um, and what else you can do is two more things. Get a lot more mad because of how fucking insane this situation is. And two, really, really focus on your self care because that anger is necessary, but it'll also burn you out. And you gotta take care of yourself so that you can remain effective. Um, I know it's fun to be angry. We all love a good revolution. We all love some violence, but I do not condone it. Everything that you do is your responsibility. And I would also like to say, I genuinely do think that while we love to romanticize uh, overthrowing a government, what do you do afterwards? Right? I think it's far, far better to focus on building a new system rather than wasting your energy tearing down the old. So, the new system is buy organic, non poisoned food, grow your own food, um, right? Work on yourself personally, emotionally, spiritually, professionally to get to a place where you can afford non poisoned food and help other people to afford non poisoned food. Sorry, non poisoned food. I stuttered a minute. Um, and eventually, the more people that do that, the less people that's buying the poison food, the less those people are going to be able to afford to produce that poison food. Uh, Vote with your dollar. It really does make a big difference. I know it's fun to like go try to overthrow a system, but then what do you do afterwards? You're just gonna starve? You got no food? Right? Think about it. Think long term. Question everything.